Because I was so busy doing my job and working hard and delivering results, I realized I don't know anybody, right? And then I realized that you need to network when you don't need it. Because when you need it, it's too late to go to look for connections, to look for resources. So you want to network all day long. You want to talk and meet new people because you never know who could lead you to your next million.
And when you are small business owners, you know, many times we talk to businesses, they said, oh, we're so busy, we have a lot of things going on. I talk to realtors, trying to invite them here. I tell them, well, that's true, but what happens after you close the escrow? What happens then? Then you need the clients. So when you go to do networking, think of it as a long-term marketing efforts. It's not going to give you the fruits right away. You're just planting the tree right now. So this is something that you then need to do and schedule time for that when you're doing production on the side. So you create results, and at the same time you have your time for networking.
Right, and I don't know what's going on in your business, but in many businesses, you know, it takes 90 days from the time you create a pipeline until something, you know, happens. So you may not receive results right away from networking, but guess what? If you stop networking today, the impact will be 2-3 months down the road, and then it will be too late. So you may not see the effect right now. But that's why it's important to do things, even if you do not see the results right now, but in building long term is something which is important all the time. And the sixth step is basically pay it forward by endorsing others. And that's another opportunity for us to pay it forward, to help each other, to speak highly about each other, whether it's offline or online. And we use that also a lot online, but about all creating that kind of culture and environment to support each other.
Because when you are endorsing someone, you're actually giving other people the opportunity to see that you are an endorser, which means that you are actually endorsing yourself.
So this basically concludes our presentation, and we have 2-3 minutes for question and answer. So if you have any questions, we'll be happy to ask, happy to answer. Yes?
What CRM software do you use?
What is RM?
What CRM we're using?
Contact resource management tools.
Well, there are different ones. I can give you a tip that there is for those who don't know what CRM is, customer relationship management. And if you're in business, you need to have something like that. You know, the old days of having an address book or working with an email, you know, application, you couldn't do marketing or manage communication with customers. So customer relationship management is a tool that helps you to keep in communication, documents, create meetings, and even use it as a marketing tool to market to your clients. There is a tool which is free, pretty good tool, and the website is zoho.com, zoho.com. So if you look something to start with, it's a great tool, and there are many others out there, but to start with, it probably could give you a lot of functionalities that you need in starting documenting your meetings, sending out emails, and marketing to your clients.
Could you say the name of the website again?
Zoho, zoho.com, www. And there are many suites of other, you know, great tools, but if you look on the CRM part of it, it's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and you will start using it. Any other questions? Yes?
You mentioned something at the beginning where you said you were not comfortable networking. How long ago was that? And what did you do to improve your skills?
Well,
you personally.
I still don't feel comfortable, right? I still don't. That's why I do not. I did it maybe once or twice. I didn't feel comfortable because when I went to, and there are some mixers that are advertising, you know, across the valley very soon, and you know there are tens or maybe hundreds of people that go there, and it's basically kind of a you know, meat market. Right? Everybody's interested only about making a sale and getting business cards. There's no relationship. Sometimes there's a lot of loud music, you can't even have a conversation. And I didn't feel comfortable with that. And so that's why I didn't do that. So when I started, as an entrepreneur, my business, what I did at the beginning was even something which was harder. But because when I started, I realized that networking it takes time, right? If you need money right now, networking won't get you the sell right away. It may, but it's usually building relationship and it takes time. And I was at a situation where I needed to replace my high-tech income fast. So what I did was cold calling. I basically went door to door. And that was terrible. I hated it. I didn't like it, but I didn't have a choice, so I did it anyway. And what kept me going for a long time was something that Zig Ziglar said. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. And I realized if I want to be successful, I need to overcome that and do it anyway and push through, because otherwise I won't be able to succeed. And that kept me going for a long time until I hit the success. So sometimes we need to do things that we're not comfortable with, because that's our only way to grow. And it's tough for everyone. I mean, for some it's less, but for me it was very difficult. And only after a while, when I'm kind of done with the cold calling, I said, now it's the time to start networking. And I'm not doing cold calling anymore. Right? It's all about networking, community, and building relationship.
I think that to answer it very, very shortly is when you do something that you're not used to do, it takes a while before it becomes a habit for you, and then you start feeling more comfortable about it. Because we are operating with comfort to things that we're used to do. So if you come every week and then go find another meeting that you come like twice a week, after a few months, you'll feel comfortable about it.
Great. Any other questions? Yes.
I would love to see that definition you have of enrolling. I didn't get to write it all down. That was so good. Yeah, thank you.
And we may be able to even to post it on the meetup.
Yeah.
So we would love to share this presentation with you, because this is about our success. It's about all of us being successful with this, which will help each and everyone to be successful in what we do. But it's our success as a group, and that's what I truly believe.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, and let's continue.